and welcome to Robot Carnage Extreme Episode 2, where we get to see our competitors fight for glory outside the main competition. Let's take a look at the fight card for tonight. Tonight's main event is the Team Oeletar Mayhem. Petrify, Virion and Protosynthesis will fight to claim they are the best machine of the live event competitors. But first, we start the show with the Redemption Tournament as Katrina, Teddy's Revenge and Checkmate wanting to show they are worthy of victory. Afterwards is an all-control all-stars clash with Trillium and Trapdoor. That will be followed by Nitro challenging Rotator for the challenge belt. The Classic Wars tournament sees Arnold A facing Sparks to progress to the semi-finals. A vengeance battle takes place between What's the Catch and Protosynthesis before two more pinball players in Mischief Mice and Xerox approach the table. And all before the main event, the Team Oeletar Mayhem. No time like the present, let's get into the action. Katrina, Teddy's Revenge and Checkmate will clash together to hopefully claim a win in their careers. Teddy now has stabilizers on her wheelchair, but Katrina apparently has a new weapon prepared. Time to see who will progress.
Three, two, one, activate.
And the next round of our Redemption Round qualifiers, Katrina, Teddy's Revenge and Checkmate. Katrina with that new spinning drum weapon on the front. Looks a lot better than the disc it had before. Not as high, so hopefully it won't get stuck. And now going for the wheels of Teddy's wheelchair. And one of the wheels has fallen off! And it wasn't the one that Katrina went for. It just fell off on its own. Checkmate a little confused, don't know what's happened. And it's constantly running into the walls as well. Katrina hitting into Teddy's Revenge. Almost going for the other wheel and now going for Checkmate. And now up to the top. Up again, now Katrina going for the other wheel and succeeding! And Teddy's Revenge! No wheels left on her wagon! Being counted out to Katrina throwing the wheel away. Teddy's Revenge being counted out. Katrina's new weapon has definitely been an improvement.
Cease.
Poor Teddy left stranded in the arena and out of the competition. Katrina's new weapon proved its worth, and alongside Checkmate, they move on. Now, for a battle of the grabbers with Trillium and Trapdoor. Both have shown they are capable of dominating the fight. So who can do it better?
Three, two, one, activate.
Who is going to be able to control the fight? Mostly Trillium trying to get to the back of Trapdoor. Both claws raised and Trillium nearly clamped down, but Trapdoor managed to get away. Clamped hold of them now, slamming into the walls. Trapdoor escaping. Still arms raised, ready. Both the same degree at the front. They're both very low. Both arms coming down. Trapdoor away. Run over the top of Trillium, and Trillium now go hold them at the back! And escaped! Chasing them down. The spider running into the walls. But now, holding into Trillium and nearly got hold of them. But Trillium just escaped. Another great shove up to the back. Trying to pin them in place. Both of them have this tactic. So both of them are capable of ending a fight very quickly and efficiently. But who is the better one? Still, arms raised, Trillium getting hold of Trapdoor now. Circling the pit, just have it. That's the pit going down now, thanks to Trapdoor. And will they manage to get Trillium in? Pin so close. And both quite near to the pit, and Trillium has just pitted Trapdoor! After all that effort, Trapdoor couldn't escape. They sank into the pit. But I'll say this though, that was an excellent display of control from both of them. Well done, Trapdoor.
Cease.
And especially Trillium. A brilliant display from both machines, but sadly Trapdoor fell into the pit and Trillium defends its grabbing capabilities. Speaking of defending, Rotator has a new challenger for the belt in Nitro. They think their speed and power are enough to take the belt for themselves. Can Rotator make it 2 in a row?
3, 2, 1. Activate.
The second challenger for the belt, and Nitro just going in and trying to rip off some armor, and has done. Underneath Rotator and throwing it up. Didn't use the flipper, but that initial charge was enough to weaken that front piece of armor. Charging in again, not using the flipper, Rotator going in, and that is when the armor went off. And now going into the back, not scared of that spinner at all. Nitro, known for its speed, its power, and perhaps falling apart. But it's not falling apart here. It is constantly on the aggressive. Until there, maybe, but they are managing to keep Rotator at bay. But Rotator are still going in with the discs, and a wheel has come off! A wheel has come off of Nitro! I'm not sure if it was prized off by Rotator. But now Rotator are able to go in for the kill. Nitro managing to crab walk out of its circumference, so it's still able to move somewhat freely. Up into the corner. Rotator going for the other wheel, slamming into them again. And into the side. Constantly going, trying to rip off the other wheel. Nitro are really struggling here. Rotator has them on the ropes. Up into the corner again. The wheel looks buckled. How much more punishment is Rotator going to give to Nitro? And a hit into the side. The wheel is buckled and Nitro have been immobilized. They're being counted out. Too much damage in the end. Rotator destroying Nitro internally and externally, and they win the second fight. And Nitro immobilized means another win for the dual disc spinner. 2 straight wins and only needing 1 more to keep the challenge belt. We will find them a new challenger later on in the show. Before we continue with the fighting, let's find out more about the main event for tonight. Some teams have wondered who would win if their own creations were to fight each other, and we are about to find out here at the end of this episode. 3 machines from Team Oeletar have fought in live events around the country, but they have never faced one another before. Petrify, shaped like Robot Wars Razor with a metal claw and googly eyes. Virion, the ant-weight version of the beetle weight, has managed to rip opponents apart with its spinning bar. And Protosynthesis, based off the Axbot beetle weight which was built for the Robo-Nerd content creator Rumble, has not had much live event success, but has gone under improvement since then. Who will claim to be the best? We'll find out at the end. Now, onto the Classic Wars tournament. Arnold A with its axe and lifter combination against Sparks' front hinge flipper. These two have never fought before in the Classic era, but they're about to do so here in ant-weight form. Let the battle begin.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
A little bit of a cagey start for them both. Arnold A trying to go with a lift immediately, didn't happen. Getting pushed back by Sparks. Another lift. The axe is down. Maybe to try and balance them out. Arnold A in the back of Sparks. Trying to lift them. Didn't work. But the axe is remaining down. I'm not sure if it's stuck down, but Sparks trying to get underneath and going for a mad spin. The axe is working. If slightly temperamental, it's now pinning them against the barrier. They're using the lifter to try and get away, and Sparks trying to get underneath. And now managed to get underneath them. The axe now free from the arena walls. Both up into the corner. Quite a cagey fight. And now underneath them, and now onto their side. And just over the pit floor. Can Arnold A self-right? The flipper's going, but the axe isn't. All Sparks has to do is hit the pit release. And they're going down, and that's Arnold A into the pit. Sinking into oblivion. Pushed over the pit by Sparks. On its side, unable to self-right. And the pit goes down with Arnold A sinking into the abyss. Cagey fight this, but Sparks is the one who moves on to the next round.
Cease.
Arnold A is in the pit and back to the drawing board. Sparks makes it to the next round. Let's see what's next, because someone wants revenge, and this time it's a repeat of last year's Heat E semi-final qualifier between What's the Catch and Protosynthesis. The Piranha Fish claims they would have beaten the Axebot if it wasn't for some careless driving. They want another chance, so let's see if they can do it this time.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Let's see if What's the Catch can put up a better fight this time. Although Protosynthesis going in, hitting the eyes already with that axe. It's a new axe blade for extreme, slightly longer than before, able to hit with a better reach. Just like so, hitting into the eyes of What's the Catch, pinning it into the wall. And What's the Catch? Running around, hasn't gotten a good grab yet. Hasn't had a chance to sink its teeth into Protosynthesis yet, and pinned into the barrier again. What? I was gonna say what's the catch, but there's the catch. Protosynthesis has lost a wheel, and that's really gonna hinder their driving, which now means that What's the Catch should be able to win easily. Surely. They're not by this performance. Little unsure what to do. Their opponent has one wheel, and yet still managing to move pretty consistently. And What's the Catch? Shoving it around the arena, but not really controlling it. Just little shoves here and there. And Protosynthesis swinging the axe. A good amount of maneuverability, and managing to hit the pit release button. And now What's the Catch pushing, and they've shoved Protosynthesis over the pit and gone in themselves! I cannot believe what I've just seen! What's the Catch? Dove back into the pod, and Protosynthesis survives the fight. Back to the pond goes the fish, and Protosynthesis survives a near scare. Sorry, What's the Catch? Not this time. Let's take a break with a game or two. The Mischief Mice, who have returned for one last laugh, and Xerox will score as many points as possible in our pinball tournament. Insert the first coin, please.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Good to see the mice back for one last laugh, and Maurice knocking down some of the barrels and gone through the hammer as well. Now going for the cones. And hitting the 50-point target, and the other mouse, I think it's Mabel after all this time, is still struggling to get... I managed to get some of the barrels down, and there's the multi-ball release. Couple of seconds to go, knocking down the bricks, and they've taken themselves out! Mabel's crushed by the bricks, and Maurice is in the pit. But unfortunately, that's no laughing matter. 225 points, bottom of the table, I'm afraid. Now for Xerox's turn.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Should be a decent performance here. Xerox is normally good at control, knocking down the 25-point target. And a little bit high-centered on the arena floor. Going for the 25 points. Knocked down some of the cones, and that's one of the balls into the pit. Hitting the 50-point target. And the multi-ball release. What are they going to do now? That's the other target there. Bricks are down. Made sure to hit the target. Yes, now going for the ball.
Cease.
And that's an okay run. 305 points puts them joint second with Trapdoor. Good run from Xerox. Are you ready to see which of the channel's live event ant weights is the best? The Claw of Petrify, the Bar Spinner of Virion, and the Axe of Protosynthesis are all going in to fight each other for glory. A battle the channel has wanted to see is about to happen. Let the main event Mayhem begin.
3, 2, 1, activate.
I've waited a long time to see a fight like this. Now going Petrify hitting into Virion, and Virion now struggling to drive on one side. Not sure what caused that. Protosynthesis going in, hitting into the side of Virion. And now tackled with Petrify, and Petrify's lid is being lifted up with the pressure of that weapon. Nearly into the pit release. Virion is still spinning on the spot. Ooh. Weapon to weapon. Virion doesn't have any control. Petrify has all the control, managing to hit the pit release tire. Knocking it down. Protosynthesis front first into that weapon. They are not afraid. And again, missing with the axe. Perhaps it's a good idea. Maybe not hit the axe. Hit the blade with the axe just in case something goes wrong, and Petrify have just gone into the pit! Shoving Protosynthesis! High-centered, they had no control! Petrify grabbed hold of them, took them towards the pit, and got one wheel stuck and fell in themselves! Protosynthesis survives another close call! Now, it's them and Virion left. Hitting with the axe, Virion's blade is still spinning. Good couple of hits. But Virion has no aggression here. Managing to hit the wheel and the blade. Little bit of a spin on Protosynthesis. But that front plough is deflecting every piece of damage like there. Every attack. A little hit in the back there. Oh! Weapon to weapon. And again. The axe is still sturdy. Constantly hitting off the side, and Protosynthesis had one wheel over the edge, and oh! Virion bounced away! Bang! Any closer to the pit and Virion would have went in. Protosynthesis hanging over the edge of the pit! Are they going to be able to get away? And they've managed! Virion still spinning, no control. Protosynthesis has practically done everything here. Coming to the end of the battle. It's been a good fight. And Protosynthesis going in for a last assault.
Cease.
A brilliant display of power from Protosynthesis wins the judges' vote and claims to be the better machine of the Oeletar robots. Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the show. And join us next week where we see the first of our wildcard warriors. The Big Cheese battles Atomic in the Classic Wars tournament, and the main event, we see if justice will happen for Propellerhead as they fight Nitro in an all-or-nothing vengeance battle.